there, happy Monday. We are doing this. Oh, jeez. Just dropped my wrist thing for my mouse. I actually have them stacked on top of each other. Yeah. Anyway, um, so I am, you know what? I want to get a Jason Lewis Mind the Men thing going so my other computer doesn't turn off. So as the title says, that's what I'm going to do today. Um, I haven't really used my Inktense blocks yet, so this will be a time where I can do that. Oops, sorry about that little blurb of music. I thought it was going to come on uh, muted, but it didn't. So when I got the Inktense pencils and I saw how they worked, I was like, ooh. And I went and I think I was watching videos, also to see, how other people have used them. Excuse me, I had to blow out my candle. Um, and I bumped into a video where someone was using the Inktense. I can't speak right. Sorry. Orthodontist on Friday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping we're scheduling a time to get my braces off. I hope so. I'd like to have my braces off by the end of August. I hope so. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so when I saw that video with the Inktense blocks, it's like, you know what? I need those because that seems to lend itself to the way that I think I would like to work and how I work with color. So, and with options that are more than just, this little light's on, with options more than just, what a pencil point can give you, options more than just working in a coloring book, but working actually like on paper and kind of painting, kind of, sort of. So, you can do just like I know some people save pencil shavings and will add solvent to it to paint with them. Um, Add pencil, use their the distressed watercolor pencils I have. People will scrape some of that off and add water to them and use them like watercolors. So with all that kind of thing, like this is also what you can do with these. Um, and more than that, even more than I know. So I just realized I never read. Does it say on the inside? Okay, I guess this is the instructions, just in different languages. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use today. I think I did unbox these live, or maybe I didn't. I didn't because I don't know. But there's 72 in the set. And these little wells, I think, are for, like what I was just saying, like shaving off color and adding water and using them. Which I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like all in one, just one little setup. And like for me, because of my setup here is very limited space, that worked for me too. I was like, oh yeah, everything's contained, easy cleanup. That's what I need. So these are the colors, and I'm going to figure out how am I going to do this. I guess I have to kind of figure out what I want to use first. But for now, let me put this back. Do I have enough room? I don't think I have enough room to spread both of these out. And my water in front of me. Get rid of my fine liners here. These guys, I got them in this jar. I was using these yesterday as I was finishing up my little froggy picture and working on a mandala. And I still need to post shorts for that. How does that happen? I don't know why this doesn't work for me. My automatic open trash can. I still haven't figured it out yet. It never works quite right for me because I don't know how to work it, basically. Okay, let's see this. So I didn't really feel like working with gouache today because I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood. Excuse me, though. I do want to finish that picture, but I really was feeling like I want to finish up some whips that I have, and I have a lot, So I figured I wanted to actually finish a whip that I had started, as far as wanting to work with water with it. So that's what I'm going to do. This is out of Kaleidomorphia, and um, I have this page over here. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this yet. I almost feel like this one, I feel like there's something else I need to do. Thinking about adding more just wax based pencil to it and kind of deepening the colors, kind of blending that out a little bit. Um, yeah, so that's what I think I may do with this. I have some like acrylic marker in here, like with the gel markers, but you can see the gold there and some other things. But I started this with, I think, with the Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils, and also using those ooh something. I actually have one over here. I know I have a stray. Am I going to be able to find that stray now? Yep. One of the nope, not this one. Not the Goldfaber. Another brand. What is this? What is that? Well, that's a Pablo. That's not what I wanted. Anyway, some kind of watercolor pencil. Oh, here it is. I knew I had a stray that was out for. Oh no, this is a Goldfaber. Oh well. I guess it's not meant for me to find it. But those generic brand, I call them generic brand, um, watercolor pencils. Um, so there's lots of things I'm thinking about doing with this. Not anything explicitly that I'm thinking about, but I have things swirling around in my head. But I'm not ready. I don't think, unless something explodes while I'm working with the Inktense blocks. But I want to use the Inktense blocks today because I haven't used them at all yet. I opened it up and then I like, okay, they're there. So I also was thinking of working in my little art journal, my junk journal. And actually, I almost feel like when I break out with the gouache this week, I might hit up my art journal with it first before I go to that page in the mermaid book. So anyway, um, sorry for the shadow line there. I don't know. I can't. I just can't. I can't find a good setup for coloring. I just can't. Um, and I don't want to spend all my life thinking about it. Let's see. Come on. Spray. I do have a brush. I got a brush. I do have a brush. Got a big brush. What is that? Smell like gunk off there. Okay. So, hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend. Hope you're having a good Monday. It's raining here right now, and we had they're talking about severe thunderstorms and hail and stuff like that. And I saw the clouds, and they were doing something up north, but of us and over the lake. But I didn't see nothing was really happening here. All it's doing here is like it rained really hard for a little bit, just a few minutes ago, and now it's stopped and it's cloudy. So, but we'll see what happens. I got to figure out what color I want this, or just let it happen. I think I want to do the background. Let's break out with some blues and see what they do. And I figure the blocks are kind of good for big spaces. And you know what? I don't even have a brush out. Why not? I'm using my little small um, container here that comes with this. It has this cover. Cute little thing. Um, so let's see. I need a brush. I need a brush. Oh, that's out of that big one. Where's that one? Yeah, I'm not set up for this because, like, all of a sudden I decided, like, all the stuff I was doing, like, over the weekend, I just wanted to, like, take a break and here they come live. I couldn't get a good picture for, um, what the heck? Where's my other brushes? I couldn't get a good picture for, um, my mandala and my frog picture. And I was just kind of aggravated. And I thought, oh, we'll just go live and color, in colored book. Can't find my other, where's my other brushes? Shoot. I thought they were more accessible than that, but they're not. So I guess I'm going to have to use these. Is there one in here? It's big enough? Maybe. I still am kind of trying to like separate what brushes I use for what, but I'm not totally there yet. I don't have it organized that way yet, and so that's kind of a problem. I guess it really wasn't. I don't know. It's a thing. Let's just say that. So I kind of want to save these just for acrylic. Yeah, that's kind of big. You don't need that for that space anyway, so that's fine. Just trying to find out of here random brushes that I have out that don't belong to a set. Where are they? And which one can I use? I have this like hardcore watercolor brush, but I don't really want to use that one. Sorry it's taken me so long to get this together. This cute little thing from the Sip and Paint kit. I got that. It's too small, but it's still useful. I think I might be able to use that. What else we got here? Nope, that's it too. I feel to use that one. It's so random. We've got this set too. We'll see. Got my mop brushes, but I kind of don't want to use those today. Wait a minute, what's this one? Is this one of them? Yeah, this is one of the mop brushes. What happened to its... Okay, we might be sticking with this one. Okay. Put these up here. And... Okay, so what am I doing with this? I just want a background in here with a blue. And probably should have... Lord have mercy. I don't know about me and swatching these because... yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I always have this thing, like if I swatch them, then I'm using them up. And it's like, I don't want to be using them up. I think I have enough like primer on here to actually like use gouache, to be honest, but I don't know how. I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. I did the fish with those generic, I think it's called Uku, um, watercolor pencils. I think that's the name of the company, Uku. And I kind of didn't like. I don't like how watercolor pencils feel kind of scratchy. You know, ooh, that kind of gets me a little bit. Um, I think that's one reason why these blocks, I seem to like them. They seem to appeal to me more because I don't know. It's not like a pencil point. It's just feels more like straight up pigment going down. Actually, probably should be darker at the bottom, right? Lighter at the top. Oh, and I got to remember this is Inktense. They stain, doesn't come out. Oops, gotta remember that. I'm new to these, so I might be messing up while I use them. So, this one, let's see how they work. Okay, we do a little spacer, but I'm going to use a little brush. Let's see. It's how vibrant the colors are on these that really got me, too. That part is like, whoa. Because I love color immensely. So, and I think those things I'm going to go over with like a, I don't know, something iridescent or metallic. So, I'm not too worried about that. Oop, somebody's in the chat. Hey, Mandy. I'm doing good. Let me put on the overlay so I don't miss anybody. How did I do that? Hello. There we go. Overlay. Just chilling today. I've been doing some major work on my books on my shelves here, and like actually have thrown some books away. They can't be repurposed in any way because the information in them is so dated that wouldn't be wouldn't be useful to anybody. And they were in a shape where I wouldn't even really want to repurpose them for journaling or anything. So they just went in the garbage. And I'm working. What is that little piece there? I'm working on the top shelf of my tallest bookshelf. Like it's actually a shelf my husband built into the wall for me. And I'm working on the top shelf, which is where I put the books that I don't really like use that much. And so now it's like a lot of those books are basically I don't use at all, and so they're designated for like giving away or throwing away. But it's hard to reach. I gotta from where some of them are now. I've got to get up on a step stool to get to them. So that's kind of my next plan of action is that, and working in that space on the floor around it. So Because I actually, like, when we were going through the pandemic and I had to figure out a way to do my work from home, that corner became my um this doesn't work corner for like video, like equipment and stands and booms and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot going on in that corner. Did as much as I could without actually dealing with that stuff, and now I got to deal with that stuff. So you're swatching. Thank you. Swatching pencils. What color are you on now? Are you still swatching pencil by pencil? I think I put the Daniel Smith watercolor grounds on this. So FYI, I noticed like there's almost like some kind of resistance as I put this down, and you notice like I didn't put it down in the greatest way because you see those lines there, but um, I think I put it down pretty thick. And between this page and the previous page, I think I did a couple things a little bit different so I could see which one I liked better. Yeah, see that? How it's pulling up? I don't know if that's what they do anyway or what. I find that kind of interesting. And I don't want it to roll back. So let me push that out. I don't know what I'm doing. You're on blue? Okay. Okay, by sets by colors. Okay. And I feel like something on my finger. I could probably put the stuff to the thing itself, but I ain't doing that. So I already ate dinner, actually. Well, I guess you'd call it dinner. Probably gonna have a smoothie later. Put some protein in it. Keep my metabolism going. But I'm on my hot dogs kick. So I made us. My husband likes these things that are called snappies, which we used to call them white hots where I was from, but here there's a particular brand and they call them snappies. And actually, they look so good when I cook them that I was tempted to try one, but I really don't like white hots because they remind me of chitlins, and I'm like, mm-mm. But the thing is, I feel like probably the only difference between them and regular hot dogs is the color. There are spices I think that they add that are a little bit different to the white hats, to the snappies. There was a bit of thunder. Well, if I suddenly disappear, it'll be because we lost power. So, and if that happens, it probably won't come back because, like, that means, well, I don't know. I won't be able to come back. Duh. My husband said that the the generator people said our motor for our generator would be in um, July 10th. That's this week. It's Thursday. So hopefully, my biggest concern is mostly for when I'm working because right now it's not so bad because, I'm not really having to go to work. But when I start working, yeah, I can't be having any unexpected downtime like that. So I hope they do have it. What's the other blue I used? I guess we're just going to use them all. Although I could go around that with something else. We're going to be doing some combo things with this. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. I keep burping. Do they have... I don't know that they have... I don't think they have a light blue in here. Hold on. They have white. Oh, they've got a... Oh, look at that blue. They've got a teal in the other tier. How would they do that? How that would be. Okay. Oh, is that a darker blue? Almost looks like it. Okay, how do we get this out? Okay. The only thing is, like, once you put it down, it's I don't want to do that. Oops, not there. So it's almost like this allows you to work like a pastel, using a pastel, but you're doing it with this block. Hey, Carrie. Hope you're having a good Monday. More thunder. It's been hot, as it has been a lot of places, but it finally really got there here. One day they said it felt like 98. I'm like, good Lord. I didn't go outside. Not me. One reason I live where I do is I can't take the heat. Although I know when you live somewhere for a while that's hot, you do get used to it. And that was the strangest thing. When we visited Houston, and that was my first time there, my husband used to live there. And of all times to go there, we went in August, like, for whatever reason. But it didn't bother me, which I find really strange. I loved Houston. I loved it. But then, like, with it being below sea level, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Not living anywhere like that. I ain't no floods, no floods, no floods for me, no floods for me, none. I don't want that. But it was just like, it was always hot. It's like, wake up in the morning and humid. The humidity was insane. It never went down. It just seemed like it just never went down. And then I think part of it, what made it, why it didn't bother me so much, was because what people do down there is like, when it's, you don't go out midday. You're inside wherever you're working or whatever, and you don't go outside. You just don't do it. You mow your lawn in the evening and all that kind of stuff. So it's like the lifestyle was, kind of like here. When it's snowing hard, that's when you just try not to be doing too much. Try to schedule your day around it snowing hard if you can. You can't always, but so many times I can't tell what some of these things are in here. You gotta guess. It's like all the lines go together. You can't tell. It's like, what is that? Is that an object or is that the background? Okay. Anything? Yeah, a little bit on my hands. Woo! More than I thought on my hands. Oh wow, my thumb too. Okay, well, I could use gloves while I'm doing it, but I'm not gonna. It'll come off. Okay, that's probably not small enough, especially since this doesn't come off. Yeah, Carrie, I had to leave part of the time Saturday in your live because if there's one thing I can't handle is, you know, children and animals being mistreated. Ooh, child. Mm-mm. I'll be dreaming about that stuff, or dreaming about me hurting the person doing it, which in either case is stressful. So it's like, it's even like the last dog we had. The reason why um, I took him was because, like, I accepted him because the person was getting rid of him, and asked me, and I says, well, I'll find, let me look around and find somebody to take them, because I just couldn't bear the thought of him going anywhere, just anywhere, and then possibly somebody mistreating him. So, and then, like, the person didn't even wait and just brought him before we were ready. But by that, it was just like, oh, we'll just keep him. He's a good little dog. He's a good little dog. Had him for, man, I think 9 years we had him. And he was, I don't know how old. He was probably like about 7 years old when we got him. And he had a good life out here, that's for sure. We definitely, like, when we have an animal, we put our time and energy into them, and he got he got a lot of love. Thanks to my husband, he got like a whole lot, whole lot of things he normally wouldn't have. My husband used to just, and my husband, it was a little dog too, kind of a little dog, medium sized little dog, and my husband was always like, I don't like little dogs, I need to have a big dog, and like he had a big Chesapeake lab before, and then After that, we had the one that I, talk about a lot. That was a border collie German Shepherd mix. She was big, and but man, he loved that dog. He loved that dog. The last one, so much. Like he just cried. It was really. He used to take that dog everywhere, and like I'm nervous. I'm not think. I'm not really good with dogs. Like in that, I'm not familiar with dogs. Like cats. You don't really technically you don't go riding around and things with cats. But you because they tend to be more like homebodies, and I'm a homebody, so like that's I kind of have that in common with the cats. I did used to have one cat though, that she would ride. I would drive in the car with her. She would be lying around my neck. She was like a kitten at the time. She would lie on my neck while I was driving. And I actually used to go into work with her, like when I wasn't scheduled to like check up on things, and she would just stay there on my neck while I was walking around at work. It was funny, and people were like, "Do you have a fur coat?" It's like, no, it's alive. That cat was funny. She was like, I don't know, she was kind of glued to me too. I don't know how I did. I don't know if I could do that today because I just was stupid then. So, but but yeah. So I'm not used to like, because like, what if you run into another dog while you have your dog with you, like, and things like that. I'm so nervous like about things like that happening that I don't know how to be with a dog and be out with a dog. I feel like I don't know, and I want to make sure the dog's protected, and I want to make sure also the dog doesn't do anything to anybody else's dog. And that's like too much stress for me. It's like, ooh, that's too much to think about. I need my little. What's this one? This is a little one. Oh, this came with the watercolor brushes. Let's use that. I don't know when I got this, but I'm going to use it. I wish I could be more comfortable with dogs, having a dog in public, but I don't know. I'd have to get myself mentally prepared or something. Go to a trainer and all that kind of stuff because I don't know that. Because the one dog that I talk about the most, she just like, I mean, we're in the country, and by the time I got here, she was pretty much, young adult aged, and she already had her way of doing things. And her way of doing things was she would run in the woods. She would go between my house, our house, and my in laws' house, and I'd feed her, right? She'd come here for food and water, but she'd also eat at our in laws' house. And we also discovered she used to walk down the road and like go into other people's houses. Like they would let her in. They let her in. And like she was kind of like the neighborhood dog, so she was getting stuff from everybody, everywhere, and she just was like a really sweet dog. And so she, go and hang out and come back home. It's almost like having a kid. She pretty much, I don't. I'm always curious what it was like when she was a puppy, but it just seems like I don't know, she raised herself and raised herself right. So I was really spoiled from having her because she was an unusual dog. And I know for a while she was wondering, who is this bougie woman who's trying to give me a bath? Like, what? Oh. And as brave as she was, and fearless and everything, ooh, forget it when there was a thunderstorm. Forget it. I was not going to get a good night's sleep if there was a thunderstorm, or if I planned on getting anything done during the day and there was a thunderstorm. Forget it. Mm-mm. Plans change. She would actually like herd me into a corner, and I couldn't leave. She would like keep me there. Like, you're not going anywhere. You got to stay with me. I'm scared. Bless her heart. So eventually I said, well, let's just sit down and watch TV or something, and I'll hug you up. And she'd be panting really hard no matter what I did. She would just be panting. It's like a whole, I don't know what's going on there, but uh, we'll work with it. Yeah, kind of wish I hadn't used that other blue, but that's okay. It kind of changes it up a little bit. And I don't know why I just put all that water on top of this. Why did I do that? Whew, it's a whole puddle down there now. Okay. This is Neptune, Princeton Neptune round. I think let's go with this one. Is that what this is? Yeah. I wonder how many were in the set. Where did I get these? I have to check that out. Because they seem like they're specifically watercolor brushes. Well, since I used that purplish color here, should I there or no? Probably no. Um, I kind of want a little bit more. We could do it around the edge. Figure this is kind. Oh, is that? How is this getting on my hand, or was that just a one-off? Uh, let's try it out. Ouch! What's sitting there? Boy, that hot dog has me burping. Oh, and then I also made a macaroni salad out of spelt um, pasta shells. It's like a box I had in the pantry that looks like, and I'm in this whole like use it up mode, use it up, get it out of here mode, and so I thought, well, if I boil them and they taste old, then I'll do something else. But if they don't taste like they're old, if they taste fine, then I'll make some kind of pasta salad out of it, which I've never done with spelt before. Um, Spelt pasta before. I had it when I was like trying to find, healthier options for pasta, and they were coming out with things like the chickpea, um, pasta and things like that, and spelt was another. So I thought, well, let me try it. I didn't really care for it too much, but I think I found a way to make it work for me. Um, and using something that has using things that have a lot of acid in them, I think is probably the way. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Is the way to get it to kind of counteract some of the heaviness I think that the spelt pasta has. So I used some apple cider vinegar and in the uh, in the salad, and I would have gone just straight using that, but I don't think my husband would really. I don't know if he'd eat it if I just did that. So I also added mayo, added tuna fish and mayo, black olives. Um, actually added chili peppers, and it actually did make it taste good. Um, it did something to the flavor, like upped it. What else I add? Onions, scallions, tomatoes. What else? And red onions, red onions. Um, so no, I did eat some of it because it tasted good right away. But I'm gonna let it chill and then see. Okay, now what else does it need? That's a nice blue, that blue. And I guess I can go over this with that other one. Is it still wet? I can use. I'm thinking of using this lighter blue on top of the darker blue once it dries. But I don't want to do that right now because it's not dry. And we were going to do up here. That's why I really did that. And I want to try these out on something that, doesn't really matter too much. Try out these ink blocks on this because it's kind of like, low stakes kind of thing. I can't find the color I had. Oops, I didn't get on my fish. I need to get on my fish. Hey, Vibrant. Hope you're having a good Monday. And I hope you had a good 4th of July. Mine was quiet. Just how I like it. So I wonder how much these stain brushes. I just thought of that. I didn't think of that until just now. It's like, how much do these stain the brushes? Guess we gonna find out. And I kind of want to bake again. Ciao. Well, you know why? It's because I have time. I don't have time, you know. I haven't lately Past couple years, I haven't really had time, and also the fact that what I could bake really quick and easy, I can't really eat with braces. Um, is this one big cloud? Is that what this is? I guess, is that what that is? Ooh, how am I going to get around all that? Hmm, that's going to be tricky. I might need to use the pencils for that. Or, I'm so confused. I can't tell where the lines are for some of this. Oh, it's weird. Do I want to? No, I don't want to do that because I want this filled in now. Let's see how much. I'm gonna have to look up where I got these Neptune brushes because I don't even remember. I don't remember. I don't remember getting them, but it had to have been like sometime within the last couple years. And they've just been sitting here in the jar of brushes and miscellaneous coloring tools I have on the side of my desk. So also something else I've been doing lately, I've been studying a little bit and reading. And I actually wasn't thinking of coming on here at all. I was like, I want to read or clean, but I don't know. Suddenly I decided to come on here. Hey, Michelle. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. So, y'all, if you say this is messy, that's because it is. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing, trying this out, see how they work. And you only get better at something by using it and doing it. So, that's what I'm doing. Using it so I can figure them out. I don't know. I might do gouache tomorrow, depending on how much work I get done on sorting my books. Gotta fix something down here. I already know that, because that looks kind of weird to me. That's what I say. As long as you're having fun. If it's not fun, stop doing it. Just stop. Stop. So, oh, we still got all in here. Let's do it. Have been, because, like, from And Jill's comfort zone, she was talking about saying that somebody had suggested to her to watch the series Animal Kingdom from FX, and and she finished watching it, and that reminded me. It's like, oh, I used to watch that, and I didn't know what season I left off of, and Jill was, and I saw that there's actually, Jill said she watched the sixth I can't say that word, Lord have mercy, season 6, which I guess was the last one. And it's like, you know what? I didn't even know there were that many, and I wonder where I left off. So I went to Amazon Prime and looked to see, like, okay, where did I leave off? And then so I went in and I actually went a little bit, um I actually watched some of what I had already watched before because I didn't remember it, because I don't even know. I don't know, it might have been 2021, I guess, when I was watching it or something. I don't know. And yeah, so I've been watching a lot of that too. And now I think I'm at the middle or end of season 5. And I think I stopped watching somewhere. I think I stopped watching when the last big season was with the mother. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to give any spoilers. But um, I think that's when I stopped, watching. I think, and when I looked at Prime, it seems like there was like a year gap between in their production as well. So that might have been why I had stopped watching. I don't even remember. I don't remember. Um, so I'm almost done with that. And then today, I actually just signed up for a free trial, which is going to turn into, the real thing in 7 days, for BritBox. Let me tell you, I have been that and Acorn. I have been like, wanting to watch stuff on there, but not willing to commit to, paying a subscription for it because I wasn't sure how much I would watch anything from it. Um, but today I just finally did it with BritBox. It's like, oh, just do it. Uh, and we'll see. And if I don't watch enough of it, then I'll just, cancel it. This is from Kaleidomorphia, which I can flip that magazine. This one, Kaleidomorphia. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we didn't get in there. And for anybody who doesn't know, these Inktense blocks, and this I'm using Inktense blocks, but they have the Inktense pencils. They're both Inktense, and it says it's water soluble. Oops, vibrant colors that dry permanently for exceptional layering. So they kind of do like ink, where they um yeah, you can't, like, it's permanent, unlike other water-based things that you can put water to it and it'll, even like, I don't know, days or years from now, you can put water to watercolor and it'll still move, unless somebody's treated the finished work with something. These are permanent, so you kind of got to think about what you're putting down and where you're putting it down, because it's not coming off. um, I think I don't know, it may have some kind of limited movement. I don't know. I don't remember. like I said, I'm new to these things. I'm no pro or anything. So, but you can layer on top of them, but it's not gonna. I don't know. We'll see what it does. I don't know how to explain what it's gonna do because I really don't know. But this color is permanent that I'm putting down. That much you know. And I was drawn to them because of how vibrant the colors are. I like vibrant colors. I like them to be really saturated. So it's trying to figure out how these things work. How do they work? That's a lot of water. So I was saying that I'm in the mood to bake, which actually tonight I might be able to because if it cools off from all this rain, um, it might be a good night to bake. And I'm thinking I want to bake. I have, like me. I look in the pantry. I'm like, what do I need to use? I need to use this up before it's not usable anymore. And I have a bag of coconut flour, and I want to bake a cake with or quick bread with coconut flour. And I looked some up on YouTube. There's some good ones. So, and I actually went and I did a what do you call it? Like a put the information in a recipe converter thing because they had some of their, I don't know, some it was they had European measurements like metric measurements, grams and things, and I don't have anything that measures like that here. Um, and did those so I can just bake it. And it's really simple. Um, but then the other thing in my head is I really want to bake a jelly cake, like things Southern folks make. My grandmother always the one she didn't bake a lot, but the one thing that she would bake was always jelly cake, which is basically like she would use yellow cake mix and then use whatever kind of jelly she wanted to use in between the layers. And we actually have, I have in the cupboard something else I want to use up. I have some elderberry jelly. I have no idea what it tastes like, but I keep thinking, you know what? I should make a cake and like put that in it because I don't. We're not big jelly eaters, and it's the most. It's like I like jam better than jelly. Jam or preserves, but mostly jam because only jelly or jam I really eat is like grape jam for peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and that's it. At this point, I don't really do any other kind of. So I was looking at that and thinking, jelly cake. Although I'm kind of partial to having the grape jam or jelly, grape jelly or apple jelly in my jelly cake. because that makes it like my grandma's. But but if I make it with coconut flour, it'll be flatter, and I don't know if it's going to be less calories, but it might possibly be less calories, and um, maybe we won't be, I don't know, smaller, and it won't be eaten as much, and so it won't be as fattening or whatever. I don't know. Just like to have a little piece of something, and not a huge, like taking big honking slices. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to make this look a little not so scratchy. I don't like that scratchiness. They're really good. I know how to make it kind of swirly, swirly with brush strokes, but I don't know how to do that. Hey, Taylor. Happy Monday. Almost. Just say it quick. I forgot what day it is. How's that work? Yeah, I'm going to put something else in here. I can tell. It's a little too dark. Yeah, kind of craving a jelly cake. But see, you know what? See, I'll bake it, and then I'll only want like one piece of it, and then the rest of it's there. Like, but then my husband will eat the rest, and that's not necessarily good for him. So to do that, but I thought about doing muffins, like doing, you know, but that doesn't sound as fun. Or not muffins, cupcakes, because they don't. I don't know. The coconut flour doesn't rise as much, and I think it would be kind of dry, easy to dry out, and yeah, it just doesn't sound good to me at all. And I don't want frosting or anything, and that's kind of what makes a cupcake is the frosting. But I ain't doing no frosting. I don't want to eat it, and I don't want to make it. Okay, that other weird blue is still kind of weird to me, but I don't want to change it because I want that difference there. Kind of wanting to see what would happen if I put white over parts of this. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. How wet is it? Not too wet. Let's see what happens. I really think I need this brush. Can I see anything? Oh, I don't know. I guess it doesn't look as scratchy as it did overall. So I'll call it the whole thing a success for that. How long have we been on here? Hour. Okay. I don't want to stand too long. It's 4:35. Okay, so I did cover over the clouds, didn't I? What do I want in them though? I don't know. That might be a job for pencils. Because I did white in all of the clouds, but I think I want to use the pencil to, let me see. I did take them out. Where did I put them? Or did I put, oh, I put it back on top there. Oh, More blue. Oops. Just when we think we are finished, we are not. Wondering how little can I get away with putting down on here? Is a question I have. I know two dark spots up there, but then that's dark back here. So yes. What? Anything left? Nope. How messy are my hands? I don't know what I did at that point that this happened. Y'all might have seen it, but I didn't see it. Hmm. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? What color is this horse going to be? It's such an odd picture. This is weird. Did I tell you all about the? I think I did. I told you all about the. Um. Oh, that's a nice book. That Daydreams book. I was tempted to buy it, but I don't like the price. I don't like the price, and I don't need another book. But like, I don't know. Who knows? What's in my hand? I'm just looking. I'm holding something. What am I holding? It's the tip to that um Neptune brush. So let's see. Yeah, so my friend that had the she had seahorses because she had aquariums in her house. You know, she had a lot of them. She was a big like fish person. Well, she didn't have a lot of them, but she had a very special one like special fish, and she took a lot of care with it, and she had seahorses in them, and when one of them um, died, she put it in her freezer. I remember going into her freezer to get ice. I'm like, what is that? And she said it was the seahorse. I was like, oh my god, she's got a dead seahorse in her freezer. Like, well, I didn't say it like that. I didn't say anything. Actually, she was a very special person in many good ways, and very artistic person too. She was a mostly a ceramicist, and yeah. So that actually, the reason she saved the seahorse was she was going to um, get it silver plated or something like that, or cast it in silver or something, so she can wear it as a pendant. Me, the funny thing was I didn't even know seahorses were real. I thought it was just like sea monkeys. Remember, I always remember watching, reading comics. And in the back, they always had that thing where you could send off for sea monkeys. I'm like, what the hell? Anybody ever had any sea monkeys? And I think they are a real thing, and I can't remember what they are. I could Google it right now, but I'm not gonna. I think I saw that I saw it somewhere not that long ago that they are a real thing, but I can't remember what it is they are. But what's somebody doing, like sending them off in the mail to people? Like, what's that about? Randomly. Wonder if they sell watercolor blocks like this. But then they might stain your hand, huh? Oh. Oh, let's see. You probably wonder, why aren't you using your pencil? I don't know. I probably could, but it seems to be more fun doing it like this. I don't know why, but it seems more fun. Might do the fins with the pencil. Narwhals? Is that what they are, or is that something else? Okay, now I got. Oh, I can't look because my keyboard. I don't know where it is. But I want closer to that color or a different color, or what? Maybe I will use pencil. What else do I have? Let me go to my pencils. Excuse me. Yeah, pencils right on top. Oh, it feels like it's getting humid. Ooh, more humid. It was stuffy before. Oh, okay. So let me get out the pencils. Yeah, I think I have to never. Well, I think I learned this by now, but never say never, because you think you're not going to buy a certain thing and then you buy that certain thing. Oh, that came off pretty easy. I just wiped it off with a paper towel. That wasn't bad. Okay, so one thing about the pencils is I don't have as many colors. What are we doing them? Or should we just do the green and then see what happens? Maybe? I don't know what color I want him to be. I want to see some blending. I want to see something blend. I really do. Because this is one thing I love about oil painting is laying down and putting down specific colors all over and then blending them all like in one process, like one and the next step blending after you put down. There's something about that, it just does something for me. It's just, I love it. It's like, you're finding the shape and form out of the color, out of moving the color, and you have to move it in the way where you're it's like seeking out the form through the color or something. I don't know. I love it. And so I feel like that's kind of what this is, and I could have done this with those, but maybe we'll do part of it and not all of it. I don't know. Does it matter? Does it even matter? It might not even matter. I just want to see what happens after I put these colors down. Green on his face. I don't know what I want his snout to be. Okay, so what other color do I want in him? Oh yeah, see, I could have done that with the green, but I don't know. Wasn't committed to the color. I was not committed to the color. Oh, I got so dark with that. Wish I knew what I wanted his base color to be, because I really don't know. Ooh, I don't feel like doing the scales. Oh, okay. Here we go. Is this holding too much water? This brush is holding too much water. And I feel like this is kind of the same thing like with oil painting, is that you have to be careful not to blend too much. You have to know when to stop and where to stop, or it becomes just a muddy mess. And so I think, I don't know, I was attracted to these because it seems like, yeah, that kind of works with something I know how to do already, or that I know I enjoy doing already. And like oil painting, what you put down is permanent, you know. It ain't going nowhere. The only thing you can do is paint over it after it's dry. And I like what's to see what colors come out of the blending. It's like you're creating another, at least one other color, one other additional color when you're blending, and I like that. It makes me happy. My paintbrush has forked tongue. Hey, bibliophile, how are you? Hey, Shar, welcome. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, it's separating a little too much. What is this, around? I forget my brush names. I always want to call everything a filbert. It's a filbert. It's a filbert. Not everything is a filbert. I just like the name of the filbert. Oh, look, it might be a filbert. Yeah, it's a filbert. I don't know. Might may have to change the color of the water with all this, or add more blue to him or something. I don't know. I think I was tired of working with blue, so it's like, oh, let's just do another color. Let's do blue green instead. Let me stop with that. This part is really. I'm trying to figure out something. Oh, that's the part that's really speaking to me. So I keep my eye on this part and where uh, that's going to dictate the color I use through the rest of this. That's the beginning. And I do like I usually do is like I'll put it down for a while, for a day or whatever. Hey, Amy, happy Monday. And then look at it with fresh eyes and say, okay, what am I thinking as I look at this? And usually something will come to me. Oh, it needs this. Oh, it needs that, or whatever. Or oh, you know what? I want to go in with this, or I want to go in with that. It's all about how I'm seeing whatever it is. But you know what I think? For some reason, I'm thinking a really out there color, lavender. What would happen if I put lavender in here? Lavender in the added lavender to the water or to the cloud behind these guys. You can't see them behind the goldfish. I had so much fun painting the goldfish. That was probably like my first time using watercolor pencils. I was like, "Oh, this is fun," but had never gone back to it. Blue green. What about the cloud? And then how to get around all these fish. It's like a simple composition, but not a lot of objects on here in here, but it's still, I don't know, it's still kind of complicated. I wonder if I should finish washing out this so it doesn't surprise me when I go back in later. I think I want a matcha smoothie. Not now, but later. Turned around to see what it was doing outside. Seems like the sun's not quite out, but it's not. It's still cloudy. It's kind of bright and cloudy. Um, Using the Derwent Inktense, and then I also use. Before that, I was using the Derwent um, Inktense blocks. I can't say BL. I can't say anything with an L. Oh, yeah. So how are we doing on the other side here? Oh, we're doing good. No catastrophe on the other side, so that's good. I further down. See how much it'll let me do that right now. I'll let me carry some of it down. Hmm. I have another blue green in that block. Decide if I really want to touch it anymore or not. I think I'm going to leave this one for now. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to do anything until I have inspiration for where to go next. And I don't have that right now. So, do Mr. Ryan or no? Got a lot of stuff on here. Got pencil on here. Wax-based pencil, too. I'd be done with this guy for now. I wonder. Let's see, what else? Can't do anything else in this book. No. I have to let this dry. So what we got? I might end it here. Ooh, I'll go downstairs and try and do my shorts. Let's see. Yeah, I might do that. So, yeah, so this is what I was using. Ended using these with that last bit on the horse. And then I used these on the background It is open. I love these blocks. I really do. Use these on the background. So they're both Inktense. They're water soluble and they dry permanently. Um, it's just that these come in the blocks and then this comes in the pencil. And I kind of like the blocks because I feel like they give you more options, more variety with how to use them. And this was my first time using them, actually. And I just found something that I needed to get out of here. I was putting pencils away today. I wonder if okay, there's no space left in there though, so it can't be in there. Okay. Um so I guess that's it for me for today. And I'm gonna try and get some shorts up. That's what I want to try to do next. What else have I been working on? Anything else? Just the mandala I did and the froggy page. I suppose I could work a little bit on this page. That may help me get it done. I need to finish this page. And I want to finish it with what I started it with, which is okay. Here we go. Can we get this into the? Hold on 1 second. Oh, hold on. I gotta. I'm gonna mute my camera for a minute because I gotta push my drawer in to get to. Oh wait, I can pull it out now. Oh well, I'm not gonna. I guess. There we go. Okay. I really want to finish this page. I'm trying to finish up my whips because I just don't want, you know, I want to put them in my finished case, folder, binder, whatever the thing's called. And I feel like I need to spray this page so it'll actually all shine because you know how I like things shiny. Um, let's see. I don't understand what this thing is over here, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna try and figure something out though, or just paint it black, or you know what? I'll do it gray. Do I need my other case? Which is right here. Whoosh. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a rock. Let's make it a rock. Because I'm tired of looking at it undone. I started this with polychromos pencils and I hadn't opened those up until today. So I thought, okay, so now anything I did with these pencils, I need to get it done. I'm really tired of looking at this being unfinished. I want it finished. So I'm just going to make that like a little cement block or something. Um, and this page is a PDF from Sarah Renee Clark's Vibrant Wilds. So and I printed it on Astro Bright paper and the cardstock. that's however many pounds, but 80. I don't know. That whole thing about astrobic confuses me. What they call it in the pounds and all that. But anyway, um, and I feel like polychromos don't really like this paper too much, and so I didn't realize that until I don't know until I used something else, and I was like, oh. So, but I want to finish it with the pencils I started with. So, because otherwise, then I'll have to go over everything and give it a new look, and I don't really want to do that. I didn't know how to properly draw sludge. It's almost like that needs texture or something. I don't know if I'm up to the task. Ooh, hold on one second. I need some draw on some color on top of something else. That's the bonus to not having this thing on here. I can color without getting dents in my pictures. You can definitely tell though that I think I've grown as in how I coloring pages and coloring books. And as I always say, those challenges definitely helped me, as well as watching others of your videos and how you color and your like of course like Bubbles is always one that I'm seeing what I need to buy as far as pencils and things, like because they really do make a difference. And then realizing that paper matters, that realizing that not you know different pencils like different kinds of paper more than others, and that really all of that has helped a lot. And that's what's helped me, I think, um, get me better, become better. Like I think I've gotten better, and that's the reason why I think I've gotten better. Does that make any sense? I'm talking in circles. Anyway, let's see, I can't get that. It's too like waxy and everything. Yeah, this was the big thing, trying to match that. I don't know how I'm gonna match that. That was like I don't know how I did that. Could line some of this with some kind of marker. I don't know. Not necessarily to get rid of the lines, but I don't know, for something. To make them stand out more, like these guys, those plants and things like that. I'm trying to remember how I did those. So, I actually did some sketching on my iPad. Was it Saturday night? Oops, lines. And I figured out how to print my sketches from there, from Procreate, how to print my pictures so that it I have a Bluetooth enabled printer, and I was able to print up one of my sketches on there. It was backwards, but I think because I thought I didn't know, I don't understand. I don't speak Apple, so I think what it was, I just wanted to see simple landscape portrait, and that wasn't in there. And I was like, well, I don't know what this is. Do I need to flip it? And I flipped it, but I think it didn't need to be flipped. How it was flipping was not how I thought it was flipping. Probably should do a separate video for this, but uh, maybe I will. But then that would require editing this one. Ah, who's got time for that? I don't. But I really want to finish this. The thing I like about Sarah Renee Clark's book is a lot of her images give you room to um, make it your own, which I'm not good at making it my own right now, but it's going to help me get better at that. Um, and her illustrations are more open than, like, say, like Johanna Basford gives you room to make it your own too, but like it's kind of, it just seems more restrictive. Like, I don't know, because her style is so strong or whatever that you feel compelled to try and make it match her style. Whereas I feel like with Sarah Renee Clark's illustrations, it gives you more room where you don't have to try and necessarily match her style. You just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but that's how I feel about them. So that's one reason I keep coloring the PDFs instead of in the book for now, because I'm still trying to figure out, like, how does this work for me and how can I make it my own? What coloring tools do I need to do that without getting too crazy? Because I don't like being fussy about anything. It has to come naturally, or I'm not interested, because I don't have time to be fussy over a coloring page unless I'm enjoying the process of that. I do not know what I did these with. I know I used polychromos, but I might have used some other pencil too. I think I used pan pastels in the yeah. Polychromos, acrylic markers, pan pastels, and that's it. Hmm. This, because I tried to make it like the piano. The piano was on the beach. That's what I did. So I put in like the beach, the skyline. So, oops, that must have blended in good because now I can't find the spot. Yay, Mary! Hope everybody had a good Monday. If I didn't mention that to you already, Been looking at my luggage is getting really tall now, Mary. And like I swear every time I look at it, I think of you. I'm sending her seeds, and I keep thinking I want to get like a picture or do a video or something to show you the plant, but I suck at that stuff so bad. But I just feel like if you, especially if you smelled it and you tasted it, you would love it. And it doesn't look bad in the yard either. Although right now, because of the wind and everything, it's kind of top. Some of those stalks are toppling over. But I'm always surprised that like, well, first of all, I never heard of the plant until like all of a sudden, like I ordered seeds from it from this place in Canada a long time ago. And then I just you never hear a lot of gardeners talking about it, and I'm always curious as to why, because the plant is like fantastic. It's a companion plant for tomatoes and anything like in that family, but in particular tomatoes because it gives them um, it kind of is one of those things that adds to its the flavor of the tomatoes that you're growing. Just like they say, like with basil, growing basil with next to your tomatoes does. Um, yeah, so I'm always surprised that you don't hear anybody talk about it. I don't hear anybody talk about it. Never heard anybody talk about it all the time while I was growing up, and both my parents were always had a garden, and well, my parents had a garden, and then both my parents come from farming families, so like how come that also kept a garden in addition to farming? So like how come I'm just hearing about this? But I love that plant. I swear, man. And I've been putting it in all my salads, the fresh version. Been putting it in my salads and everything, and I still need to gather up a bunch to at least make some pesto and freeze it because I think I'm running out of that, and I really need to do that. I wanted to do that while the plant was like early early in the season before it got this tall, and it's easier also to pick the leaves. But I didn't get there, so but it is starting to make it's making its seeds now. So if you would still like some, you can let me know, and I will be sure to send some to you. I just love that. I love that plant so much, and it's been coming up for what, like over 15 years, just faithfully coming up. Okay, so another green. I don't like that green. I don't like this one. Yeah, I really these don't like this paper. I don't like how they feel on this paper at all. That's what's kept me from finishing this page. Is that these pencils and paper they don't mix well. They don't mix well. You know what? I think I might have used another pencil in addition to polychromos on here because it wasn't lying down like I wanted it to, just like it isn't right now. So I'm doing what I wanted to do. I may leave them just like that. I don't have much more patience for. I don't like working with pencil and paper that don't work together. I can't stand it. Makes me crazy. Okay. These usually like pink or something like that. Pink or red. I'm gonna make them pink and red. Or where's my pink? Did it go on my case? I got a pink. Not a salmon either. No salmon either. Oh, here we go. Let me just use these. And it's open right to where I want it. Okay. You see, I'm flying through this because I just have to get it done. So I don't have to look at it anymore. And just make a plan for how I do this the next time. And I can say the next time I won't be using polychromos pencils. That much I know. Because we figured out we don't like that on this paper. Okay, what we got? So we got these things and these and what is this? Oh, that's a pot? Is it a pot? What is that? Oh, the edge of the piano. And oh, that's what that is. Okay, I get it. My eyes don't don't see things right sometimes. How do I do that edge? Wonder, maybe I need this pencil back. Dang it. I don't know what I used to do that, but I'm going to use this right here. Ah, that's what this is too. The piano. And a little plant. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Sarah Renee, it's from Sarah Renee Clark's Vibrant Wilds. I can't, Lord have mercy. I want to be able to talk again. It's like, oh my gosh. I hope they tell me, like, okay, they're coming off. Coming on this day. Your braces are coming off. Oh my gosh, please, please, please. Oh, and it's I don't know. I mean, it's not that it's bad, but yeah, I'm grateful, but like I'm ready. man, when I hear from some kids like that they have them on for like 4 or 5 years, I'm like, good lord. But then I guess it's because they're younger and their teeth are still, they still have a lot of baby teeth. Some are growing in, and this and that and the other. Maybe that's why. But man, but then also they have parents who are making their food for them. They don't have to worry about doing that for themselves. So I don't know if they were like I would be. I would always be like trying to investigate. Okay, like what's good for them? What are they going to enjoy eating? Whatever, whatever. But that's a pain in the butt trying to do it for myself when I got other things I need to do. I need my mommy, and that's not possible. I need somebody to figure all that out for me because I got too much else to figure out. I have freaking decision fatigue from all the things I got to think about. So I really hope so. I hope they come off by the end of this month, which will be, let's see, it was a year in October, and then November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So it's 9 months plus 12. What is that? 9 and 12 is 23 months? No, 23 months? That's not right. 9 and 12. Hello. 21 months. So it's almost a year? Is that right? Because then July, August, September, October. Yeah, 21 months because October will be 2 years. But we're not supposed to be going to October. We're not supposed to be doing that. But if it does, I mean, it does. But I hope not. I'm not necessarily going for fast. I'm going for the job getting done. So, okay, is that good enough? Is that good enough? 'Cause I wanna be done with you. Make a plan for the next time I make this page. How will I do it? I don't know why I just did that just now. Because I could, I guess. I don't know. I could blend it out with something. That's not working out well. Like I said, this paper just, it doesn't like polychromos. Nope, they don't like each other. What else? What else? What else? These dots, I'm making them lilac because I can. I may go over it with something metallic, but for now, I'm just gonna make them lilac. Doesn't matter. Kind of feel like I should make them red, but oh well. There. I don't see anything else I need to do. I can maybe do a little shading on this, but it's a little excessive. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. Make it look more like a book. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. I gotta get out of here. Got my air on, but it's like, whoa. It's getting humid. Okay. That's it. I might spray this page with oh, I need to give it washi tape or something too. How much is that? It's like the I might have to go over the metallic again a little bit. Oof, I need my glasses. A little bit more. I don't know which one I used. See, I can't leave well enough alone. That sludge isn't mud or whatever. It doesn't look right to me. It's like I lined it with something, and I don't know why. Because it doesn't look right either. This is a Holbein pencil blender. Hey, Julie. Jill, I've been watching the rest of Animal Kingdom. Ooh, child. Now I know why I watched so much of it before. So I'm almost done. I'm on season 5, and I guess I don't know. I think I may have left off on like season 3 or something like that. I don't know, but well, I seem to just I don't know. I can hardly tell because there's some parts that I would remember. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that happening, but then I didn't remember a lot of other things. So I just was watching the whole thing from season 4 on or season 3 on actually because I forgot a lot of stuff until I saw it again. Okay, that looks better to me. So now I'm at the middle or end of season 5. Blind Spot? Okay. Another show I had been watching at one time was that Mr. Robot, which I guess was on USA or something like that, and that had the guy who played in that biopic of Freddie Mercury or whatever as the lead. And I never finished watching all of those episodes, so that's something I might watch. Although there was one character in there that I didn't like, I was like, she annoys me, and I think that's why I stopped. So like, she's annoying. Can we get rid of her? 'Cause she's annoying. Try and give this mud some texture. Okay, I feel better now. It doesn't look so. I wonder if that should, well, I don't know. Let's say I wonder if this would actually be the piano. That's like where there's a hole in the mud. Okay, this is where we going with it. I'm gonna stop now. I really am. Although, like, if I look too hard, I see something else. See there, like I'm looking at this dirt now. I was like, wait a minute. Can we? And plus, I have that Holbein blender now too, and the other one, the finesse, and they really do. I don't know. They do something. They really do. I like it. So Mm. Why does this look so scratchy? Can we get rid of the scratchiness? I wonder. When you need to stop and you can't. Mm-mm. I need to get rid of this. Clean it off. Okay, I'm done. I'm not doing any more on this. Most I'm gonna do is add washi tape to the sides because, like, I got that little boo boo over there that, like, I gotta cover up. I don't know what that is, but that's it. And then I'll spray it. I wonder if I should spray it first, then put on the washi tape, or vice versa. But okay. So that's it for me today. I'm gonna go and run around the house and do some things, and then maybe come back and check and see who's on YouTube and what they're doing and things. Thank you for joining me. I'm trying to put my pencils back. Like a good person. How many did I take out? Black. Uh-oh. One of these belongs somewhere else. I don't know which one. One of those. And thank you for joining me. Thank you. And you can be on the lookout for some shorts because that's what I'm going to be doing next is putting those up. I'm going to try and get a good picture of them. And enjoy your Netflix, Jill. I'm probably going to do that right before I go to bed. I'm probably going to watch some more Animal Kingdom. But thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye bye.